Hello everybody, November 21st, 2022. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. First, what I said on Friday. Just a review of why Elliott wave theory is super helpful here. And then I went into what the short-term action on Bitcoin meant. I basically said, the 17.4 to 19.1, that remains the larger danger zone, but we don't necessarily need to see anything go there, right? It hit the 17K danger zone that I was looking at previously. So I said at the time, it's perfectly possible that we see it continue to bleed downwards instead. 12 to 14K is what I'm looking for as the most reasonable next target, but anywhere under 15.6 could allow the bulls to reset the chop action to try again. So we did see it get below that 15.6. Today we got a new low. That was the previous low there. Here's a new low here. So if somehow the bulls are able to pull it out and give us something that looks like 5 waves up off the low, it is possible the bottom is in. I would say right now it's too early to tell. Let me look down at the 5-minute here and just see. Yeah, we don't have any clear indication quite yet that we would have 5 waves up at the moment. So I'm still going to say it's a possibility, but we definitely need to see more action continue before we can make a determination. So if this continues upwards and does so in a way that looks like 5 waves, maybe something like that, then we can say, okay, maybe the bottom is in, at least temporarily, and go from there. Otherwise, I am looking lower. And if you remember, the 15.9 region is what I was looking for previously to say, if we sustain below that we're likely headed lower. And obviously we're below 15.9 now. We have been for the past few hours. So anything is possible. I slightly lean in favor of continuing to just see this bleed down until we get into that 14 region, maybe 14 and a half is kind of where this overlaps, these two areas here, for the WXY down and the bigger ABC down, the larger 5th wave down within the C wave. But then this area here, 12 to 14, is really sort of the horizontal support area on the daily zone. So where exactly we get to in there remains to be seen, but that is my preference. Now, if we don't see it go down and we instead see it rally, but it does so as 3 waves, i.e. what it did here, right? We could certainly see that pretty much exact same thing happen again. We could get back up to the 18K region and then take the trip down. So that's what we need to keep an eye on. If it doesn't make 5 waves up and does 3 instead, it's still likely headed lower. So the bulls really have their work cut out for them at some point to show a clear 5-wave impulse off the low, and so far they have failed to do so. So we'll just have to wait and see, and maybe on Friday we'll have some more clarity. Until we have that clarity, I remain fully in cash, waiting for opportunities to arise one way or the other, whether that's shorting up here or potentially longing down here after a 5-wave move up. Remains to be seen, but for now I think the best thing to do is just sit in cash, because all of this action is just chop, chop, chop right now. Really quite meaningless action. If we want to look at indicators, obviously we had an hourly bull div. Arguably it's already played out. I mean, it doesn't need to go any higher than that to say it's already played out. PPO obviously got oversold there for a bit, but it's already creeping back up. So it's reasonable to expect these indicators to come a little bit higher yet, but they could do so just by this going sideways. And then that would tell us, if this goes sideways and those indicators go up, we're likely to see that drop then from that region. So bulls really have a short time frame here to take advantage of the indicators being so oversold to actually get it moving somewhere in the right direction for the bulls. But again, I don't think that's likely, and I am looking lower pretty much in any case, unless we see 5 waves off the low. So we'll just have to wait and see if the bulls can do it. And I will talk to you all again on Friday. We'll see at that time if we have any more information to go on. Until then, stay safe this week. It may just be a boring week now that I think about it, with Americans celebrating Thanksgiving. We've got bank holidays. So trading is going to be closed, at least on Thursday, in the American markets. So we may just kind of see boring sideways chop for a few days, but we'll see. All right, I'll talk to you guys all on Friday. If you're in America, have a great Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.